Hello everybody, and this is not a driving video, this is a talking video, and about the last channeling that I had about the Earth history, and it was actually a very long channeling, but it was done 2 days ago, and I don't remember that much today. But as far as I remember, we were saying to do channeling about other star systems, and there were like the Pleiadians, other star systems with humans on it. There were the Pleiadians, and then from Pleiadians they guided to Ashtar Command, and it's another galaxy. And these Ashtar Command, they have the connection with higher density beings. What I understood from ninth density beings were, to me, they looked like police, like a police, that they are protecting justice. They are for the justice. And what I understood from them is that they have many gold in there. They're like humans. Many elements from clothes are in gold. Ships are in gold, and then pure bright white light. These are the common. And they are in the name of justice. They're like the police officer to like justice. They're not fighting anything, but they have really strong background on it, like protecting the free will law and everything. There was more story to it, but I wanted to get deeper in touch with the Earth history. And when then we went to Pleiadians to Sirius, and as I understood, Sirius represents another galaxy, another galaxy, another aliens, and the Ashtar was like a Galactic Light Alliance, and Pleiadians represent Human Galactic Alliance. And the Sirius was another alliance, so there's many alliances there, and there's also some kind of humanoid, and there's also like a gray alliance. Basically, these are the alien figures that we know. And then we wanted to know what the Pleiadians are doing on other planets, and then we came in contact with like a group of students. From my understanding, there was like from age around 30, what we know, but I don't know how it's in age in the Pleiadians, because they live much longer, and they have they look younger in any sense. So in my human to human understanding, she looked around 30, 35, and she was really busy, and she didn't want to channel or didn't want to talk to me. But Enrico, Enrico many times says something to them, like it gives the bigger picture of who we are, and then they start to talk with us. And this is, I have seen this many times. And the talk with her was that she is on a science crew, on a small shuttle. It was a shuttle maybe of 5 to 8 people, depending on how many were aboard there, but to me it looked like 4 to 8 people could work there. And then they have another smaller shuttle which they used to go to another planet, and the planet looked like they were far away in outer space, and the planet they were monitoring was the color of the land was like in Great Canyons, like an orange brown like color, and everything is completely dry. And in the canyon they also had a green nature there, but not like green, more like an orange, like a desert type of a nature. And they were taking fossils, which means that samples of the nature there, and they took these samples and examined these samples. Basically what they were looking was the atmosphere, what sort of an atmosphere exists in that planet, and I understood that the planet was with methane gases, and by determining the leaf of the tree, they could determine the quality of the gases, whether they are hazardous or whether they are contagious, and what certain if there are sometimes drastic amounts of gas released, and everything is very much known from the fossils that I take, like the samples that I take. And then the lady in the group asked, and what did I do next with the samples? And she said that she doesn't do anything with the samples. She just examines and gives the reports or the samples to the mothership, huge ship. It's like a huge science ship. And what did they do? There was something amazing. They were like, they put these fossils, for example, a rock, inside a huge incubator, and then they somehow accelerate the evolution of the rock, evolution of the tree, evolution of DNA. And then they quickly see how it evolutions, grows faster and faster and faster. Like maybe they can accelerate like a million-year turnover in just a few minutes, and then they stop the evolution and they see what happens, what grows from it. And what I understood, what do they do is they take the samples from the for example, the tree leaf has dusts around it. They take the dust samples, the atmosphere samples, the atmosphere gas samples that have landed on the leaf. They take these samples, they mixed DNA together with a tree from a planet as we have right here. They mix DNA, they put this DNA, these samples in the incubator, they accelerate the growth of it, and it starts growing faster and faster and faster. And then they see what kind of a tree grows up in just a couple of minutes. They take this tree, which is a mixture, a hybrid with the Pleiadian planet, with the Canyon-like planet, which was a new planet they were seeking to create atmosphere that could be harmonious for humans. They take the samples, they mix it together with a green planet, mix these samples together, grow a hybrid, then plant this hybrid into the Canyon-like gas planet, mainly a dried out planet. And then this new hybrid is much closer to the canyon, and also it's really closer to the green planet, meaning that slowly they plant these trees, and then they create new hybrids, plant those new hybrids, and then the air atmosphere is being created and matched to the green planet. So they could easily slowly adjust the nature on this planet to get a green planet, like for where it's really comfortable to live for humans. And then we stopped channeling because it was a really nice information. I really liked this information. It opened up me a way of how the colonization works. And then later what happened, I said there was also a John from the Pleiadians that he didn't came last time to the channeling, and just when I said that, he instantly came, and we started to channel the John. I think I did an English translation of it also. It's, I don't know how you pronounce it in English, but it's G-O-H-N, Jochen, like John. But whatever the name. And then we started getting more interested into the Earth history. And then he took out a book. He is from beautiful light. He's shining into bright white light. He takes out a book and starts turning pages and asks, which ages are you interested in? And I don't actually remember what were the questions that guide us to that information which I'm about to tell you. But as far as I remember, it was like Atlanteans lived together with the Pleiadians and together with the beings, and then they left planet Earth not like very far time ago, like 400,000 years ago. Pleiadians went to Pleiadian star systems. Atlanteans went to a completely different star system, but Atlanteans were the ships came, took them away, and humans. There were another race of humans. They went inside Earth and to a parallel Earths, another planets of Earth also. But this is, as I understood, this was like 400,000 years ago. So before that, there was another planet on solar system which orbited between Mars and Jupiter, and this was what I understood, some kind of the name to me most understandingly would be superhumans, to describe it more, superhumans, and humans that were incredibly high, advanced in technology, in understanding of the universe. They could create their own universes, and this was something really interesting. It's not like they were advanced in technology like we have computers, nothing near that. They were advanced into technology of sacred geometry, of materials, and it was complete peace on that earth, complete peace. Everything is crystal clear, everything is shiny, everything is beautiful, everything is while we are living here, we have this sense of illusion feeling. We come to time like, hey, what am I doing? Why am I living? Who am I? There is completely nothing of it. It's completely clear. Sometimes we feel that our reality is like something like similar to a dream. Everything there is completely clear. And what they did is, what I understood, this is a super old civilization. They existed maybe millions of years ago. And what I understood, they also existed before this universe was existing. And this was something okay. And what they did is John was showing me pictures of Earth when Earth was completely new. It was like more than 1 million years ago. And Earth was like a water planet. Earth was completely made of water. And maybe there were something like, as we know it, as how do you call it, land. But from my understanding, Earth had water surface all over, but in some place the water was not so deep, maybe a meter, maybe a half a meter, and it was a completely blue planet. But there were like life forms, like huge life forms like trees, but they were not like trees like we have. They were like made of water. They were like how do you call it, every grass that grows in water, it consists completely of water. It's like imagine like a transparent straw. Water is inside of it, and all life forms what I saw was like this, that it's like a straw and water is inside, and the straw is like a form of like a leaf, a form of the flower, for example. But it was a really beautiful planet. It was totally not inhabited. And what the superhumans did, they come to this earth and they built mountains. They built it, not like they built it, they did something and the mountains just came up. They did something, beautiful grasslands came up. They did something, and and also the tree fruits, everything of this came up, like like an apple tree, like an orange tree, but not something like we have right now. But they built also nature. They built nature and species, and then they started inhabiting this planet. And also there was this fifth planet, which was between Mars and Jupiter, which was greater in size like Earth, but it was completely inhabited by them. And I understood they came from another huge planet, Earth-like planet, to this solar system and just set the solar system up so that they can live here. And what they call are star seeds. And what is a star seed? Star seed is basically, for example, if you imagine us as humans and we went to another planet which is free to inhabit, and then we put life form there, and they become completely independent. Like we send 1,000,000 humans there, they start living there, they start building there, and they become a star seed. And what evolution they grow up is the evolution that they get. So these superhumans, they came from another planet as a star seed to this solar system, in a sense independent from their mother planet, as you may say. And they lived completely in harmony and peace, but they were really technically advanced. As I understood, Stonehenge, the pyramids, and many other structures which basically are not yet known, I believe also came from them, as I understood. And there, what I believe is that pyramids were perfectly like glass-like. We have like brick-like, but they were perfectly glass-like. The pyramids are perfectly glass-like. And what I saw in their civilization, everything was perfectly glass-like. It's some kind of rock or something, but it's like incredibly polished, like shiny or so. And when I stood, they built these things like towers also, and they do some kind of energy manipulations with them. And what I understood, what happened later, was that at some point they decided to go into another civilization or another dimension, but it's something really strange. I don't know how to tell you. It's like we know planets, but they know other universes, and our universe is made up of dimensions within this very own universe. So basically everything that exists in every galaxy we have, every planet we have, exists in this universe. But they decided to peek into another universe because they themselves came from another universe. And it's not even a parallel reality, it's something close to it. It's like parallel universe, like a parallel another universe. And they decided to peek into that universe. And what they did is they peeked to another completely different advanced being universe, and they did something. But what this another universe beings did is they sent or the superhumans picked up energy from them. And what happened, their huge towers were started to move, and this energy started coming from above to these towers. And what I saw is that they did evacuation of their civilization. Just ships came to that huge planet, and also parallel to that, the Atlanteans, the Pleiadians, the Earth human civilization went away. And what then happened was that the super planet between Mars and universe, it disrupted, just teared into pieces, teared into parts. And what I understood became an asteroid belt, an asteroid wall. And what I understood from the information, that planet orbited really near to Mars. And then I was like, okay. And then I decided to take a peek into the solar system, and really it was that there's an asteroid belt between the Mars and Jupiter. And I was surprised because I didn't know that. I thought an asteroid belt exists really far, like after Pluto or something, or Neptune. I don't know which the last one. Anyways, so the planet just what I see, it didn't explode, but it just teared into parts, and everybody from the visions was evacuated. And also these huge great ships just came after the Pleiadians and everything, but it's like the ships are not made of technology. They're really simple and really amazing. I was really amazed by these qualities of these beings, humans. And they were not like Pleiadians technologically advanced. They were like simple, really simple, like just a couple of clothes, like white clothes and everything. It's just really, really simple. And they also started the animal life here on planet. They made these dinosaurs and also dinosaurs, I would say. And they lived together with them. They were like a family. Everything was completely in peace and harmony at that time, until that planet exploded in a way. So what happened later was many civilizations started coming here because it became a free planet. It became a free solar system because the main owners left, and what then happened was many civilizations started like a war or fight over the planet Earth, and it was a really difficult time at that period. Then what I understood what happened, the Pleiadians came back to planet Earth, and they started living together with different beings that existed here, really different beings, and it didn't totally work out. It didn't work out at all. And then what I understood is that some kind of agreements were made between those many civilizations. And then the lunar moon came here, the orbital station, as a neutral zone control laboratory, or as a lunar orbital station. And this is years of 4,000 years ago. And then what happened was that when these agreements were made, a hybrid race was created from something as we know, apes. And the hybrid race that was created as us, and understood that this hybrid race was created like something like a little bit like a biological robot. What I understood, it's like a controllable, it's like programmable, and it's not. It was like this hybrid is like. What I said is, it's the sixth human race, a sixth human chassis, and I didn't understood on Earth, or it's a sixth chassis as a human hybrid as we are, a biorobot. And this biorobot, what I meant was, understood was, it's affected by the moon, or it's in a way adjusted by the moon. So it's like a remote, in a way. We are remotely controlled. In a way, we are remotely programmable. In a way, we program each other with, with TVs and everything. In a way, programmable like this, so that we fulfill a task, we fulfill a certain job, we fulfill and are following a certain pattern that is basically given to us. To the race, not to you and me, but to the race. So, and now we exist here as this. So this lunar orbital station came between the years of 0 to years of 400,000 years ago. So also another thing about the superhumans is that amazing, they know something more than we know. We know like energy, everything exists of energy, light and sound, but even space, emptiness, exists on something. There's something making this emptiness, and they knew this part it's like a background or like a canvas on which everything starts to exist and expand. And they knew this energy. It's not even energy. They knew this and completely understood this canvas energy, if you would say, and they could easily manipulate it and adjust it and change it, and also create another canvas for another universe. And it was like mind-blowing in a sense. And then I remember that I had, when I was 18 years ago, in the age of 18, there was a vision, a crystal clear vision, like an experience which I had. I remembered that I was in a really strange place, a grassland, but a beautiful crystal clear grassland, like, whoa. And there was a man sitting in a chair, like in an altar chair or something, and they had really clear colors like pink, purple, gold, and ordinary colors also, but they were crystal clear. And while I was standing here, I had this feeling of unlimitedness in the way of distance, how far I see. It's like the land never ends, the grassland never ends, and it feels like it could last to infinite, the grassland. And but here, as while we look to the horizon, we feel the sense of limitness to it, sense of limitness that we can touch it, or even not touch it. But there was like the infiniteness, feeling of infiniteness there. And there was a man with a beard sitting in the chair, and he was looking at me and smiling. Well, he had a beard, and he was a little bit of dark-skinned, I would say, and smiling at me and looking. And the character of the superhumans that I saw from the visions was like, they know they can do everything. And it's like, what you can do with us, in a way. But they were not bad, they were really good, they were really peaceful and harmonious and good. But they had this energy feeling that, but what are you going to do with us? Because they can do everything. And then I turned to the right side, and there was filled with crystal balls, like maybe 20 crystal balls. Some of them were hanging from the air, and some of them were standing on a stand from the ground, like crystal balls, like when you go to a fortune teller, they have this crystal ball and they look and see something. But these crystal balls looked to me like a incubator in which there was a purple light, in my sense, inside of the crystal ball shaped. But what I believe that the center was hollow, and there was this purple light in it, like, moving and shining. And as I was looking to the crystal ball, the man from the chair came to me aside, and I was looking at the ball, and I said, all that universe, those people exist in this ball? He said, yes. And there were many other balls there, crystal balls. Many other there. And I was like, how is this possible? And he said, well, go and see. And I was like sucked into this ball. And now I realize that it's making some kind of a sense that our universe is, everything existence exists even beyond our universe. And those really, really ancient races are really simple but highly advanced from our point of view. And this experience was like putting together some pieces of understanding what approximately happened in our time in Earth history, and the superhuman ancient superhumans also. And another thing from their reality, what I saw on their planets, is that they are really simple. Only grasslands, couple trees, couple buildings, really simple, really perfectly simple. We here are complex, really complex. Even now in my room I have a radio, a tree, a wall, a window, a house outside my window, another building outside my window which I can see. Really complex. They have nothing of it. really simple. And this is what I remember when the beings showed me how was the universe created. It was that I just had another few informations which I was like really strange. So how was this universe created was that the first beings that came out of the light were really simple beings, really simple, nothing complex in them, not even in thinking complex, really simple, just few key features they had and that's it. And they had the taste of this simplessness also. So that's why I understood that these humans were, well, not one of the first that were created, but from the universe, but they are the very, or some of the first, or close to the first humans or beings that were ever created and ever existed. So, thank you for listening, and I hope this was useful. And yeah, so bye.